Fat guy on an e-bike. Fat guy on the e-bike. Fat guy on an e-bike. Fat guy on an e-bike. Alright, well here's the deal, people. You bought yourself a FIIDO T1, 750 watt, 20 amp hour, 3 pedal assist, basically a class 3 e-bike, and then they had a recall. And the company's gonna send you a replacement. This is the replacement. However, they sent it to you with a motor that says 250 watts. You can email them. They'll say, oh, it's mislabeled. It's actually a 750. Sure it is. They send you a different controller that's supposed to be smoother. It sure is, because it only gets up to 14 miles an hour on the 3rd level pedal assists. Unacceptable. If you use throttle alone on the new motor, I could only get up to 20 miles per hour. And being on, message boards and whatever with other FIIDO T1 owners, and having emails with the company and the company I bought it from, it's just a big go around. So I think this is pretty much as good as we're gonna get. If you can bitch and whine all about it, but in all reality, there was a major flaw. They sent you a fix to the major flaw. Now it's going to be on you. If you want to get the same performance, you're going to have to switch out the old wheel that has the motor and the controller. And so what I've done, I had a friend of mine help me because I'm not an expert with wiring. It's really not that bad. But what we did, and I'll go into detail on this later. I haven't even put this back together because I don't really care about it anymore. Like I said, you can look right here. What does that say? 250 watts. Nice and clean, by the way. Oh, if you get the idea that you can just unscrew these and be like, oh, maybe I could just pull out a motor, don't do it. That's not how this works. You open this up right here, and you're looking straight into the guts of the motor, and I don't encourage anybody to mess with that. So here's where your main issue is going to be. It's nice on the new one, but they did, however, put this plug right here. Everything's plug and play. Nice, easy. And then this, you just slide right out, and you can take the whole connector out to the controller. That's nice and easy. However, if you've even opened up your controller box on the old one, the original, you will notice that there is no connector like that, and it is wired straight into this guy, this big one right here. And so you're gonna have to cut all these wires and basically solder them back together. And you'll see later in the video I have some detail on that. Other than that, everything else is just plug and play. You got yellow to yellow, blue to blue, green to green. Your purple bunch goes to your other purple bunch here. You got this one. Just make sure you don't mix those two up. Those are the only two connectors that are pretty similar. This guy doesn't even get used. I don't know why. This one goes back to the ignition. Like I said, I haven't put it back together yet because I don't really care about this thing anymore. So what I did, I replaced all that. So you got the original motor on here. Okay, still got baby powder on there. and put the original controller back in the box here. And just to be safe, I put the original replacement display back on there. Another flaw, it doesn't keep the mileage. I don't know if maybe somebody else has a hint with that. It would keep the mileage for a while. Like this eventually got up to like I want to say like 100 miles, and then for whatever reason it just stopped keeping it. I don't really care. That's not why I got this bike anyway. If you had the first original one, you realize the display really wasn't that important. It was really about the performance. Yeah. So that's that, people. We're gonna have to suck it up and just deal with it, because I don't think FIIDO is gonna be sending out any new motors for you guys or any new controllers for you. What you get is gonna be what you get. And honestly, what they have sent you is what they needed to replace. So I know there's a lot of you guys complaining that like, well, they should send you the same exact thing, and I feel the same way, but I don't have the patience for it anymore. I fell in love with the original FIIDO for so long. Like, this whole year has been amazing on that bike, and because of delays with shipping and I had another parts issue, it's another long story. Waiting more for shipping. I've been off this thing for almost a month. And I'm not gonna lie, it actually made me really sad. I kind of need to be on this thing, riding it to work every day, because it's like I said before in my other videos, it's a life changer. But anyway, keep watching, and then I'll go over some details on how to do all this. Good luck, and see you guys on the message boards, and see you on the YouTubes.
Fat guy, Mr. E-Bike. Follow him on YouTube. You know how we do it.
Yeah. So, pretty much all the same connectors. We're just going to. This is the Generation 2. Should just be able to pull everything out. Should, quote unquote. The controllers are identical. They have the same exact numbers. Number 2 is the new one. Number 1 is the old one. DC 48, under voltage 39, plus or minus 1 volt. Motor phase angle, whatever the hell that means, 120 degrees. So the only different numbers are 2022/4 versus 2021/11. Then these stickers are different too. But number 1, number 2, the look pretty much identical. We'll get everything switched over, and hopefully don't mess us up. Well, here we are. It's only been 15 minutes, right? As far as YouTube videos are concerned. I'm kidding. It's like 3 fucking hours. We're getting the wires ready for soldering. And I'm going to go ahead and say I don't recommend this unless you have a professional like I do right here. And then, yeah. Thanks, FIIDO, for the spare part. Three-man project here. One to hold the wire, one to do the soldering, the other one to hold the bike on a folding chair because we don't have a shop. I'm not gonna lie, FIIDO, it's the pain in the ass. Thanks for friends. It. And then we'll, what do you call this?
Thermoplastic tubing.
Thermoplastic tubing.
Or heat tape, I think that's what the lady at Ace said.
Okay. Alright,
so just
we're connected.
and then we'll just have to heat them up.
And that, my friends, is the main pain in the ass. I'm switching out from the old to the new. Look at that. You done already? Oh, we gotta make a video of this. There you go. Heat wrapping. Not a hairdryer. My friend has a fancy heat gun. Alright, here we are. Back to my FIIDO. We're on pedal assist 1. We got the new generation 2 with hydraulic brakes. And we're going to jump it up to pedal assist 2. Pedal assist 2. There we go. Damn it. I still hate this display because if you hit it twice real quick, switches from miles per hour to kilometers. Anyway, let's just get the speed here. Pedal assist 3. So like I said, you got the original motor on the wheel. The brakes don't squeal because you got the hydraulics. I guess that beating sound is kind of normal. That's a whole nother thing I'll have to learn about. Well, I'll have to learn about is hydraulic brakes. But yeah, this is the new frame with the original motor, the original controller, and this is the replacement display that they sent me. So that we could actually see what the hell we're doing out here. But this is what I remember with the original, just like this. It's beautiful. This is all I wanted. And I could wait around and email the company and say, hey, you didn't do this right. Or we can just take matters in your own hands. I was going to switch out the throttle, but let's see. I did test this in the garage. If we hold this down, I think it still has the, what do you want to call it, cruise control or whatever. So yeah, still got the cruise control there. Well, so much for the brakes not being loud. Like I said, we'll have to learn about hydraulic brakes now. Oh yeah, so throttle alone. So I guess the throttle, that's only taking me up to 23. Which, I got 24 there, alright. And that's on the cruise control. That's about what I remember. I will say that my motor doesn't perform the way it originally did upon first purchasing. And when I first got it, it was getting up to like 30, 32 miles per hour. Now, on the nice straightaways, it'll get up to 28, but it's got to be a long straightaway for that. So I'm averaging about 26 miles per hour, which is fine. I mean, I don't see why I need to be going really much faster than 25 or 26 miles per hour on an e-bike. We're just doing a quick little loop here. get back before it starts raining. And we go right past the speedometer. See the fat guy registers on the speedometer. 26.5. Alright, well that's that, people. Good luck. If you have any questions about the soldering of the controller to the motor, let me know. It's pretty basic. You just keep your wires, you know, your red to your red, your blue to your blue, and that's it. Watch out, kitty. Watch out. Alright, y'all, I'm cutting off. Happy New Year.